and the internet was talking. Why are you quiet?
You know why I was quiet? I was quiet because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find out the truth.
Apparently, Saweetie wasn't just Quavo's arm candy, she was also Offset's secret dessert. That's right, folks. While Quavo was busy making hits, Offset was allegedly hitting, well, you get the picture. But wait, there's more! This Pry character didn't just appear out of thin air. She burst onto the scene when her former bestie, Blue, decided to air all the dirty laundry. We're talking multiple pregnancies, hush money, and enough drama to fuel a whole season of your favorite reality show. Picture this. Offset and Pry, thinking they're slick, start harassing Blue and leaking her address. Why? Because they thought she was the snitch who spilled the beans to Cardi. But oh, how the tables have turned. Blue wasn't about to take that lying down. She hit back with the force of 1,000 gossip columnists, exposing text messages, money transfers, and enough tea to drown the Boston Harbor. Now here's the kicker. All this chaos, all this drama, it's all because of one married man who couldn't keep it in his pants. We're talking about secret abortions, hush money to the tune of $15,000, and enough lies to make Pinocchio's nose reach the moon. And just when you think it can't get any more complicated, enter Kayla, stage left, ready to throw hands with Blue for reasons unknown. It's like a soap opera, a reality show, and a telenovela had a baby, and that baby grew up to be this messy situation. Remember Pri? Well, she's back in the spotlight, and this time she's brought reinforcements. Brace yourselves. Rumors are swirling that both Quavo and Offset were taking turns with Pry like she was a carnival ride. And we're not just talking about a one-time thing. We're talking threesomes that would make even the most seasoned reality TV producer blush. But wait, there's video evidence. A clip more explicit than a late-night cable show hit the internet, featuring Pry and Quavo in a position that would make a yoga instructor jealous. The cherry on top? A friend of Pry's shared this spicy content with a caption that essentially screamed, "Pass the popcorn!" Now, if you think this is just about Pry, think again. Word on the street is that she wasn't just Quavo's arm candy, she was getting a double dose of Migos magic. That's right, both Quavo and Offset were allegedly involved, but here's the kicker. Quavo was in the dark about Offset's involvement. Talk about keeping secrets in the family. This juicy tidbit might explain why Quavo and Offset's relationship went from brotherly love to Cold War faster than you can say bad and bougé. Their beef wasn't just about music, it was personal, with a capital P. Let's rewind to the Saweetie-Quavo breakup. Remember that elevator video that had everyone's jaws on the floor? Well, now we might have the missing piece of that puzzle. Quavo's reaction, which seemed over the top at the time, I mean, who takes back a Bentley, suddenly makes a whole lot more sense. The final nail in this gossip coffin? Quavo's track, Messy. In a move straight out of Taylor Swift's playbook, he aired all the dirty laundry in his lyrics. While he didn't name names, the timing and context were about as subtle as a neon sign in Times Square. Well, well, well. Just when you thought this celebrity saga couldn't get any more twisted, it takes another turn that'll leave you dizzy. Remember when Quavo and Offset suddenly became less bros and more foes? Turns out the writing was on the wall, or should we say, in the lyrics. Quavo dropped some serious hints in his track Messy, and let me tell you, it was messier than a toddler's first attempt at finger painting. In a verse that had everyone's ears perking up, Quavo referenced Saweetie's appearance on Kersha Please, but he wasn't just name-dropping for the fun of it. Oh no, he was setting the stage for some major tea spilling. With lines like, "Be mine, fick feed my dog behind my back," he had the gossip mill working overtime. Now some folks thought he might be talking about Lil Baby, given the rumors swirling around him and Saweetie. But let's be real, Quavo calling Lil Baby his dog? That's about as likely as finding a penguin in the Sahara. No, all signs point to someone much closer to home, none other than his own cousin Offset. But wait, there's more! Saweetie wasn't about to take this lying down. She clapped back faster than a reality TV star at a reunion show with her track Don't Say Nothing. And boy, did she not hold back. She served up some spicy lyrics that had everyone's jaws on the floor. However, her timing was about as off as a broken clock. Dropping this track right after the tragic loss of Takeoff? Let's just say it didn't sit well with fans. People accused her of using Takeoff's untimely passing as a promotional tool, which is about as tasteful as wearing white to someone else's wedding.
Listening to Saweetie until she answered the question everybody waiting for the answer. Did you Offset or not? That's it.
Bad timing. horrible time.
Well, which is why it's bad timing for
Well,
whatever she was saying in that freestyle.
Yeah.
Now picture this. Cardi's in the middle of an online tiff with Madonna, because why not add another superstar to this mix, right? When she drops a bombshell. She tells a fan that Offset's about to serve up the truth piping hot in his new album. Talk about a teaser trailer for the ages. But hold on to your hats, because this story's got more twists than a pretzel factory. Offset's album drops and crickets. Not a peep about Saweetie. Nada. Zilch. It's like promising a fireworks show and getting a damp squib instead. Turns out, Cardi's little hint was about as real as a $3 bill. Looks like it was all just a ploy to boost those album sales. Talk about a marketing strategy that's more cunning than a fox in a hen house. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought this saga was fizzling out like a day-old soda, Cardi decides to address the elephant in the room on the Jason Lee show. Now, I don't want to leave you hanging, but Cardi's actual words on the show, that's a cliffhanger for the ages. What did she say? Did she confirm the rumors, deny them, or did she throw us another curveball that'll have us all spinning?
And the internet was talking. Why are you quiet?
You know why I was quiet? I was quiet because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find out the truth. And you know that I was finding out that truth in and out. So it's like if I entertain something that I know is not true on the internet, people be like, oh, it is true because you're addressing it. But when I don't address it, it's true or not, it's true as well. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna entertain it. Because if I entertain it, it's gonna keep going longer and longer and longer. And at the end of the day, I know what's going on in my house. So it's like, I have learned from those experiences not to even address things that's going on in my home when I know the truth. Because it's like, people gonna make it worse because it's just entertaining.
It's the Oscars after party. The champagne's flowing, the stars are glowing, and then bam! Cardi B and Saweetie turn it into something straight out of a reality TV show reunion. According to our trusty eyewitness, who must have had a front row seat to this drama, Cardi B spotted Saweetie from across the room and made a beeline for her faster than a seagull diving for a French fry. And let me tell you, she wasn't coming over to swap beauty tips. Cardi apparently came in hot, guns blazing, yelling something like, "What you got to say now?" It was about as subtle as a foghorn in a library. Meanwhile, Saweetie, cool as a cucumber in a snowstorm, tried to keep it classy. She didn't back down, mind you, but she also didn't stoop to shouting match level. Talk about grace under fire. Now, Cardi's fans, bless their hearts, tried to spin this faster than a DJ at a rave. They were all, oh, Saweetie must have started it. But folks weren't buying that story. It was about as believable as a politician's campaign promises. But here's the kicker. Cardi herself pretty much confirmed the whole shebang. On an Instagram live, she's chatting away on the phone, casually mentioning how she put someone in their place at the Oscars party. Then, with all the subtlety of a brick through a window, she tells the person she'll spill all the tea once she's off the live.
I definitely ran into somebody. You know me. I don't play that. But I'll call you later because I'm on live. I'll tell you all the tea on it later. Bye.
Now, Saweetie took to Instagram Live, appearing completely unfazed. She boasted about wearing $25 million worth of jewelry, a luxury Cardi could only dream of.
25 million on my body. Diamonds on my body. Who else?
So it seems Saweetie isn't just a pretty face in this saga, she's smack dab in the middle of the Cardi B and Offset marital tornado, and let me tell you, this storm's showing no signs of letting up. Now here's a real kicker. Word on the street is that Cardi's got a bun in the oven. But instead of shouting it from the rooftops like most celebs, she's keeping mum. Why? Because Offset's out here acting like fidelity is just a big word he can't spell. Talk about raining on her parade. The internet's buzzing like a hive of angry bees. One sharp-tongued commentator quipped that Offset's less of a husband and more of a public utility, available to one and all. Another eagle-eyed observer pointed out the deafening silence from all parties involved. They're wondering why Cardi, usually quicker to clap back than a lightning bolt, is suddenly as quiet as a church mouse. And Saweetie and Offset? They're about as vocal as mimes right now. But as one savvy fan pointed out, maybe they're keeping quiet because they know Quavo's got receipts that could make a CVS blush. So, what's the verdict? Is Saweetie the wrench in Cardi and Offset's marital machinery? Or is she just another player in this Hollywood game of musical beds?